Charlemagne. The Pampers Index. Europe's single market still needs changing.
Europe's single market still needs changing.
The parents of a screaming newborn baby typically have no time to spare. Europe's single market still needs changing. The parents of a screaming newborn baby typically have no time to spare.
The parents of a screaming newborn baby typically have no time to spare.
But if they live in Europe, they should spend a few minutes
But if they live in Europe, they should spend a few minutes shopping around for nappies.
Three enormous boxes of Pampers come to €168. That's one box of Pampers. Minutes shopping around for nappies. Three enormous boxes of Pampers come to €168.
Three enormous boxes of Pampers come to 100 come to €168. Three enormous boxes of Pampers come to €168.
That's $198 on Amazon's
That's $198 on Amazon's Spanish website. Three enormous boxes of Pampers come to €168. That's $198 on Spanish Amazon website. On Amazon Spanish website. By contrast, the same order from Amazon's British website costs only €74. By contrast, the same order from Amazon's British website cost only €74.
Even after an exorbitant delivery fee is added, the saving is still €42.
Even after an exorbitant delivery fee is added, the saving is still €42.
If sleep-deprived parents are too groggy to work out how much they could save in a year,
They could pep themselves up with a new copy machine. If sleep-deprived parents are too groggy to work out how much they could save in a year, they could pep themselves up with a new copy machine. They could pep themselves up with a new copy machine. The Swankies Nespresso model will set them back €460 on Amazon's French website. And but can be snapped up for €301 on but can be snapped up for €301 on the German version. The Swankies Nespresso model will set them back €460 on Amazon's French website, but can be snapped up for €301 on the German version. They could then boast about their canny shopping on Samsung's newest phone.
shopping on Samsung's newest phone, which varies in price by up to €300, depending on which domain is used.
Which varies in price by up to €300 depending on which domain is used. Then they could then boast about their Canon shopping on Samsung's newest phone, which varies in price by up to €300 depending on which domain is used.
The EU may have a single market, but its products do not have single prices.
The EU may have a single market, but its prices
The EU may have a single market, but its products do not have single prices.
The EU may have a single market, but its products do not have single prices.
In an integrated market, prices are supposed to come together over time.
In an integrated market, prices are supposed to come together over time.
Yet this process has stalled in the EU.
Yes, this process has stalled in the EU.
Prices for exactly the same products still diverge.
Prices for the exactly same products still diverge.
Prices for exactly the same products still diverge.
Prices for exactly the same products still diverge. Often starkly and even among rich countries. Prices for exactly the same products still diverge. Often starkly and even among rich countries.
It is a long-term trend.
It is a long-term trend.
Prices stopped moving together in 2008.
Prices stopped moving together in 2008.
Big steps of integration, such as the introduction of the euro.
Big steps of integration, such as the introduction of the euro, which drew them close together, are now rare. Big steps of integration, such as the introduction of the euro, which drew them together, are now rare.
Wages in Eastern Europe are not growing as rapidly as they were.
Wages in Eastern Europe are not growing as rapidly as they were.
Services which are often hard to trade across borders make up a greater proportion. Services which are often hard to trade across borders make up a greater proportion. Services which are often hard to trade across borders make up a greater proportion of the EU economy.
Services which are often hard to trade across borders make up a great proportion of the EU economy.
Mollycoddle companies still dominate some industries.
Mollycoddle companies still dominate some industries.
It is common to see someone stocking up on painkillers in the Netherlands, where they can be bought in any supermarket.
It is common to see someone stocking up on painkillers in the Netherlands, where they can be bought in any supermarket.
Hopping on a train to Beveles in the Netherlands, where they can be bought in any supermarket. Or hopping on a train to Belgium in the Netherlands, where they can be bought in any supermarket.
Before hopping on a train to Belgium.
Where pharmacies enjoy a monopoly and a markup.
Where pharmacists enjoy a monopoly and a markup. It is common to see someone stocking up on painkillers in the Netherlands, where they can be bought in any supermarket, before hopping on a train to Belgium, where pharmacists enjoy a monopoly and a markup.
Some price differences are inevitable.
Some price differences are inevitable.
A store in central Paris will charge more for the same goods.
A store in central Paris will charge more for the same goods.
One in a hypermarket on the edge of a medium-sized town. Than one in a
hypermarket on the edge. Than one in a hypermarket on the edge of a medium-sized town. A store in central Paris will charge more for the same goods as one in a hypermarket than one in a hypermarket on the edge of a medium-sized town.
Will charge more for the same goods than one in a hypermarket on the edge of a medium-sized town. Sometimes price divergence is necessary.
Sometimes the price divergence is necessary. In a block that contains both Germany, GDP per head of 39,130 euros, and Bulgaria that's 8,337 euros. Sometimes price divergence is necessary in a block that contains both Germany, GDP per head of 39,130 euros, and Bulgaria that's 8,338 8,337 euros. And given that retail is still dominated by brick and mortar stores, and their websites, markets remain stubbornly national even online. And given that retail is still dominated by brick and mortar stores and their websites, markets remain stubbornly national even online. And given that retail is still dominated by brick and mortar stores and their websites, markets remain stubbornly national even online. The upshot? One study showed that online prices varied by 20% for items like electronics. The upshot? One study showed that online prices varied by 20% for items like electronics, and up to 40% for clothing between EU countries. One study showed that online prices varied by 20% for items like electronics, and up to 40% for clothing between EU countries. One study showed that online prices varied by 20% for items like electronics, and up to 40% for clothing in between EU countries. Yet for nappies, a tradable good which can be bought online anywhere in Europe. The persistence of big price gaps is especially odd. Yet for nappies, a tradable good which can be bought online anywhere in Europe, the persistence of big price gaps is especially rare. Prices per nappy range from 11 cents to 61 cents of a euro within the block. According nappy range from big price gaps is especially odd. Prices per nappy range from 11 cents to 61 cents of a euro. Prices for nappy range from 11 cents to 61 cents of a euro within the block. According to one survey, prices for nappy range from 11 cents to 61 cents of a euro within the block, according to one study. The Economist uses the price of a Big Mac to compare currencies around the world. Something similar could work with the single market. Call it the Pampers Index. A rough measure that shows the which EU citizens are paying over the odds.
Arbitrating these differences away is not simple.
Arbitrating these differences away is not simple.
Borders matter in trade and they still exist in the EU.
Borders matter in trade and they still exist in the EU.
Cross a border in America and not much changes for most businesses.
Cross a border in the EU and they face a new legal regime in a foreign language with a different consumer culture.